What's up, mother money? Moicano here, and it's fight week, UFC 292. I have the full predictions, the lock, the best fights to pick on this week. Let's go, stay tuned. That's it, mother UFC 292. 1 week to go. Fight week for O'Malley and Aljamain Sterling. So this is a video of prediction of the main card. If you want to watch the full podcast, the full breakdowns of every and each fight, consider to join my Patreon. The link is on the description, mother. YouTube is not monetizing me this week. We are trying to figure this out.
It's been a long...
But we have the Patreon, and doesn't matter if we keep the monetization on YouTube or not, we're going to send content every week, good content, full podcast format, long format podcast format on Patreon. And you see this glove? If you don't know, now you know. This glove punched Jose Aldo Jr., the legend, several times on his face, several times. Punch Jose Aldo a lot of times with this glove, and I will do a giveaway on Patreon when we got 2,000 subscribers. Until then, we'll do some giveaways of Money Moicano t-shirts, Money Moicano hats. If you like the way we're doing over here, what the working we're putting on the YouTube, consider to go moneymoicano.com and buy some merch. That being said, we're going to the main card prediction. And the main card prediction is going to start on the prelims because Chris Weidman and Brad Tavares are on the prelims, and the level of disrespect to see a former champion on a prelim card is unbelievable. So I would say they should be the first fight on the main card, but they are not. And I did a full prediction video of this fight, and it's right here on the cards, on the charts, on, I don't know the name, you guys know. Right here we have the full breakdown of this fight, but I gonna give you a little bit inside. If you want to watch more, go to the video. Chris Weidman, former champion, terrible, horrific injury on his leg. First fight after that. He always was known as a wrestler, a grappler, and after an injury like that, only few people can get back to the cage, and his test will be against Brad Tavares. Brad Tavares, he's not the best of the division, but he's very solid, very good takedown defense. He may be the best takedown defense stats of the whole middleweight. So it's going to be a very hard fight for Chris Weidman. Chris, the wise man. You know, it's going to be a hard fight because he's old, he's getting back off an injury, and he'll try to take Tavares down, but most likely he will be pieced up on the feet and shoot for takedowns and gas out. That's my guess on the fight. Let's see how it goes, but I'm pretty sure that's a good pick, my brother. Moving on to the second card of the main card, even though Weidman and Tavares are on the prelims, we have the fight of the night contender. I don't see how this fight is not gonna be the fight of the night contender. We have Marlon Vera, 20 wins, 8 losses. Pedro Munhoz, 20 wins, 7 losses. You can see they are very well matched. Even though Marlon Vera was not supposed to fight Pedro Munhoz, Pedro Munhoz stepped on a short notice, and it is what it is. But I think he's ready. And Pedro Munhoz as a plus 150 underdog, making him the best underdog of the whole card. Moicano, do you think Pedro Munhoz will win? Is Pedro Munhoz a lock? No, he's not a lock. That's not gonna be an easy fight because the styles are pretty much the same. They are two very good strikers. Even though Pedro Munhoz is the better grappler, he usually doesn't shoot for takedowns. So it's going to be a battle and the way Pedro have been fighting on his last fight, the way he's training boxing and movement, working on his footwork. Before, he used to be too stationary, you know, a stationary target. But right now he's moving his head, landing beautiful combinations. And I think Pedro Munhoz has a lot of probability in this fight. So That's making him a very good underdog. So consider that. That being said, Marlon Vera is very tough, very durable, not so great takedown defense, but I don't think this is going to be the problem. And that's just a good fight overall. That fight could be a main event in every UFC fight night of the year. Any day of the week, my brother. That's a very good fight. And I think Pedro Munhoz is the best underdog of the card. After that, we have New Magny and young Garry. New Magny again stepping up to a short notice against young Garry. I don't think that fight is going to be as easy as the people think. New Magny has a lot of experience, fought very good fighters, and he's a very good grappler. You guys remember when he fought Kevin Gastelum? If he could pass the first round and get on the clinch and start to work his body lock and his trips, he could derail the hype train. Even though Ian Garry is the favorite, and that's true, he should win that fight. I would say easily, not easily. I would say he's the favorite for a reason. You know, they are trying to build him up. The other guy stepping in a short notice, and he should got this. But I advise you, even though I'm not a financial advisor, stay away from the fight. That's going to be a very hard fight to know who is going to win. So that being said, we have Yang Li and Amanda Lemos, and I think it's the same situation of the Ian Garry fight. Zhang Li probably should win. She's the champ, better record, faced the better competition, 23-3. Amanda Lemos is 13-2, but she has a lot of power, you know. And Zhang Li, she's better at grappling and takedowns and stuff. But if the fight keeps on the feet, Amanda Lemos could knock her out, could beat her on the feet. So that's a very dangerous fight for Yang Li. I think Amanda Lemos will win. Actually, I don't know if she will win. I just feel she's a good underdog. Not the best underdog of the card. By far, Pedro Munhoz is better. But stay away from the fight, brother. That's not a good fight at all. If you want to risk and put on a parlay, very, 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 very low money, I don't advise you. I advise you, but I don't advise you at the same time. You know how it works, brother. You have been here for a long time. You know, I don't like betting. I'm just giving you my points, okay? So Zhang Li, like Ian Garry, should win, but I don't know. That's a tough fight, and Amanda Lemos can beat her up, okay? And now we got to the main event of the evening, UFC 292. Aljamain Sterling against Sean O'Malley. And guess what, my friend? I know a lot of people hate Aljamain Sterling, but guess what? He's good. He's one of the best 35s in the whole UFC, in the whole world, and maybe one of the best bantamweights of all times. And I did a whole video talking about that. This guy is dead over here. If you want to see more depth in that fight, go to this video, click this video and watch, because I have very good points on this video. But I will summarize again for you guys. I think Aljamain Sterling is bigger, faced way better competition than O'Malley, and he's the champion right now for a reason, and I think his grappling is going to be too much. That being said, Sean O'Malley could knock him out. But remember, he is the better striker. He is very loose. But remember the Peter Yan fight. Even Peter Yan took him down. And Peter Yan is not a wrestler. Peter Yan is a boxer. He's a striker. And he's way smaller than Aljamain Sterling. So I think Aljamain Sterling is the lock of the card. I don't see a way of Aljamain Sterling losing. Of course I see a way he getting knocked out. But that being said, I don't think that's going to happen, because he's just bigger, better grappler, and he knows how to. Since the Marlon fight, he got knocked out by Marlon Moraes. But after the fight, he took another approach to his career and to his striking game, and you could see he's very unorthodox on the striking, but he's doing the right thing, like defending. Of course, sometimes he leans too much over the punches, you know. He tried to slip, and O'Malley could get him with a kick, but I'm not seeing this happening. He's more mature, he's more experienced athlete right now, and I think we're going to see if he go to the double leg right away, if he go to the clinch right away, he should beat O'Malley easily. Because 5 rounds, O'Malley never fought 5 rounds. Never really fought a grappler. Who was the last grappler that O'Malley fought? None. Always strikers, always try to strike against him. And you remember in the fight against Chris Moutinho, the human punch bag that Sean O'Malley beat him for 3 rounds. And that happens a lot, brother. So that being said, I think Aljamain Sterling is the lock of the card. Thank you so much. Again, consider joining the Patreon. Consider helping the channel to grow up. And remember, brush of teeth, stay true. Moicano, peace out.